wise man once told this story, a story about patience, and a man who waited 5 years. In a small village, there lived a young man with a dream. He dreamed of achieving something great, something that would change his life forever. But he had no idea how. One morning, an old traveler arrived in the village, and everything began to change. The old man approached the young dreamer and placed a single seed in his hand. "This will change your life." The old man smiled and said, "Plant it and water it every day." The next morning, the young man planted the seed and began his journey. Every morning, he watered the seed, and every morning, he expected to see something. Days became weeks, weeks became months, but nothing grew. The earth remained silent. For the first time, he wondered if the old man had been wrong. Maybe the seed would never grow. And soon, the village began to notice. They laughed at him. "You're wasting your time." But the young man remembered the old traveler's words. So the next morning, he returned and watered the seed once again. 1 year passed. Every day, he watered the seed, yet nothing grew. That night, he looked at the stars and asked himself, "How much longer?" Another year passed. Still, nothing grew. But he refused to quit. Eventually, the villagers stopped laughing. They stopped asking questions. They simply forgot about him. 3 years passed. The ground remained silent. Yet the young man never missed a single day. Then came the hardest year of all. Dark storms swept across the valley, and the young man's faith was tested. When the storm finally passed, the field was still empty, but the young man returned, just as he always had. 4 years passed. The earth remained silent. Yet every morning, he still showed up. 5 years passed. The young man continued his routine, day after day, without expecting anything. Then one morning, something changed. For the first time in 5 years, he saw a tiny green shoot. The young man smiled, not because it was big, not because he was successful, but because it was proof. And then, something incredible happened. Day after day, the bamboo grew taller. The villagers could not believe their eyes. The plant was growing faster every day. Suddenly, everyone began to notice. Within weeks, the bamboo rose higher and higher. Soon, it towered above the entire village. The old traveler returned and he revealed the secret. For 5 years, the bamboo had been growing underground. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean progress is not happening. Great things grow in silence before they appear.